Good day, everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope you're having a wonderful day. A Riff, hello over on YouTube. It is great to see you. Mafu, hello. Today is a strange stream. I usually do not stream on Sunday. Jeff, hello. Stian, howdy. I have a new mic. I was going to do a stream, I think it was Friday, and my mic died. It just flat out died. It wasn't picking up. I tried it in different computers. It was dead. And so I had to get a new mic. Now, getting a new mic is not fun. Galana, hello. So I got a Blue Yeti and ASMR stream. Could be. But the issue that I've had is making sure that the settings are okay. Rick, Shawn on a Sunday. Jeff has a blue. Good. Hi, Rick. I hope you had a wonderful Max. We'll be talking about Max. I love this mic. Let me know in chat how it sounds. It is way more powerful than what I had. By the way, which Mac did you get again? Are you happy with it? I need a new one. Jeff says sounds great. Ooh, good. I had to redo all my settings and I was doing test streams. And so, I got to meet Jack. I know, Rick. I know. Jack was bragging about it. Everybody that she met. Sounds crisp and clear. Good. The one issue I have, and this is because of where I stream, is I'm afraid I get a little bit of echo. And when I'm wearing my headphones, not that bad. So, you know, I haven't soundproofed this room, and I'm looking at 3 screens in front of me that are wrapped around, so hopefully it's not too bad. The Mac that I got was a MacBook Pro M3, and I love it. I can hear a tiny bit of reverb, but I can hear you loud and clear. Yeah, that's what I was getting. A Riff says sounds okay-ish. Okay-ish? That's not what I'm going for. And the thing is, when it comes to audio, I'm not educated well enough to know what I need to do to eliminate the reverb. Like my gain on the mic itself back here, I've got that turned way down. Way down. I'm controlling the gain mainly because I don't have that much noise through the OBS. Sorry, I was reading chat. Stian is saying I'm looking at MacBook Pro Max 14-inch. Is that if that's the M3, that's what I've got. That's exactly what I got. I can afford a studio. I need portability. Oh, yeah, that's why. Well, I mean, everybody knows that's why I bought it. It was one of those things that I had Adobe MAX, or excuse me, I had Adobe Live to do, and I don't own a laptop, so I had to go buy one. So it was kind of one of those things of what was available to me, more so than finding which one was going to be best for me. So that's what I got. I don't know if anybody is new here. I mean, chat. I know everybody in chat, but let's go ahead, do some introductions. I may need some of your help. We may try to play with the audio a little bit. That's mainly what today's stream is about. And we'll be talking about Max. Okay. Hello everybody, my name is Shawn Kozel. I'm a photographer. I am based in Germany. If you're watching this on Behance, you can click on my icon that's up that way. Stuart! Sunday stream. Yeah, I'm gonna try to get this in quickly. I know we've got other streamers coming up, and I don't want to take away their audience. Mafu, I will need your help. Okay. Stan says, I used to work on a Mac Pro, and the one that looks like a trash can. And to be honest, it wasn't that good despite being the top model around 2014. Well, okay. If you worked on it, it was 2014. Well, actually, that Mac over there is a 2014. Okay, so if you're watching this on Behance, you can click on my icon up that way, and it'll take you to my Behance page, which is thus. Give me a follow, and you'll be notified when I go live, hopefully. If you're watching this on Twitch, YouTube, or Facebook, you will see a Linktree link within the description. You can click on that right there. And this is what it's going to look like. Every place I am on the interwebs, but for you, the most important thing is join my Discord if you want to take part in the Motion and Art Community Challenge. I know we've had Max, so everybody probably forgot about the Community Challenge, but this is where you're going to be posting your work if you want to take part. Also, if you're watching this on YouTube, I didn't have YouTube open. Shawn. If you're watching this on YouTube, make sure to subscribe. It helps me a great deal. I need to work through the deadline. Okay. It helps me a great deal to try to get monetized. So jumping back over to Behance, speaking of that, if you would like, please feel free to subscribe. I do have a subscription area. And also you can buy me a cup of Joe, buy me a cup of coffee, and you get a wallpaper. Let's jump over to the Discord because that's what we're here for. So if you come to the very top, which we don't have many submissions yet, you will see the Motion and Art Challenge. Let me open that up. Let me catch up with chat. Mafu says, I'll stay alert so you can call me whenever you need me. Thank you, Mafu. I need to work through the deadline. I promise I'm not slacking off. Okay. I'm hoping Firefly video releases before the deadline. I'm gonna Stian, if people are going to be submitting Firefly, it needs to be taken a step further. I mean, you can submit. Let me put it this way. You can submit, but I'm looking at Firefly stuff every day, and the question is that going to win from me? But you can submit. Anyway, I will be giving away a 12-month subscription, all app Adobe Creative Cloud. That's what the prize is going to be. The deadline is set. Oh, it's not going to be straight out of Firefly. Okay, cool. So AI is allowed again. It is allowed. It is allowed. But it just depends upon what you do with it. So here we go. The deadline is going to be November 21st, 2024 at 1 a.m. CEST. So we're at the 1 month mark. 1 month, people. 4 weeks. 4 weeks. We got to get this done. So we have looked at some work. Droopy was the last one that submitted something. I'm not going to participate to win, but to try and learn on something. That is all I want, Stian. I want everybody to... I'm doing it. I am getting into something I've never done before. This is the second illustration I've ever done in my life. And so I am actually creating characters. And what is happening here? Holy cow, this is totally... Okay, let's turn on... our control panel. Let's get that open. Oh, Illustrator updated and everything is gone. It's gone. Okay, my brushes are still good. Okay, we're good. Yeah, so I am I'm doing something totally out of my comfort zone. Like when I first created this challenge, I was thinking like, okay, great. Motion and art. This is going to be so easy. I can just take some time-lapse photos and be done with it. Nope. I am actually taking it in a completely different direction and trying to create some type of characters. So that's what I expect from you. And let me jump back into the Discord really quick, because a great example is Mafu. This is something, I don't know if it's a mister. I mean, are boxes really a Mr. or Mrs.? I don't know. We could do, we may make a barcode for it. We're not done. I'm still going to work on it. By the way, I'm going to announce right now, I'm also going to be streaming tomorrow because I'm not streaming on Thursday. So we get a Sunday, a Monday, and a Tuesday stream this week. But this is a prime example. Mafu has taken this into a different direction. Yes, it's anime, but this is something that Mafu hasn't really done much of. This is a sketch, by the way, where its motion is really being added into it. And this is exactly, I mean, when Mafu showed me this sketch, it got me so excited because this is exactly what I wanted from this challenge. I wanted somebody to take something that's out of the ordinary for them, which is adding motion, how to add motion. So this is a great example, and thank you for that, Mafu. So, okay. Back to Motion in Art Creative Challenge. That is on my Discord. If you're new to my Discord, down here under Challenges is where you will find the Motion in Art. So you post your work, and it can be work in progress, like Mafu has done here. You can post your work here for a chance to win a 12-month Creative Cloud subscription. The only thing I'm asking for is I hope everybody participates, but if you are already getting, let me rephrase that. If you are a community expert, if you are getting your Creative Cloud subscription from Adobe, you're not eligible to win the grand prize, but I do have a new prize, which we're going to talk about in a moment. So if you're getting it from Adobe, please just let me know. I want to make sure that we can give this subscription to somebody who needs it. Now, if you have a subscription and you have a free subscription and you're not part of the community expert program or a program with Adobe that is giving you, let's say you already won a 12-month subscription, you still have the opportunity to win. You can piggyback them, just so you know. Okay, I'm reading Mafu's chat. Okay, thank you, Mafu, for that. I think Oliver, hello. Let's get back. Let's leave this screen up really quick. Oliver, I'm glad you're here, buddy. And anybody else that may know about audio. So this is what I did. And just to give it a little recap, my mic died. Ooh, that's got to be tightened up. That's not good. That's not good. Why did it get so loose? Oh no. This probably sounds horrible. Hold on. Wait for it. I'll deal with that in a minute. 2 mics die in 1 week? No, I hope not. I haven't gotten around to try Yuva, but I heard it's good. I'm having enough. Okay. I don't even know what that is, Stian. Yeah, so my mic died, so I have a Blue Yeti. Hopefully it sounds okay. He's got a big mic and a big cup. Dang, they're about the same size. Okay, so within OBS, we have a little bit of inception going on here. Within OBS, I did a bunch of research, and let me grab my audio, bring up my filters. Whoa. That's not what I want. A Blue Yeti, yes. Why is it saying device not connected, but you can hear me? Check, check. Okay. That's weird. Check, check. Okay, I'm getting some weird stuff here in OBS. Thank you, Rick. All right, let me open up my filters. So before, just to kind of bring everybody up to speed, I did a bunch of research specifically on this mic to see the starting settings that I should be using. And so with that, I've changed up my settings quite a bit. And just to go through, we'll talk about it. Stian says, yeah, it sounds good. All right. All right, Stian. Okay, gotcha. First off, we've got our noise suppression is set at a -45 decibels. Method, speed, the spec speaks, low CPU, noise gate. If you want to take a screenshot, take a screenshot. We don't need to go through this all, but these are much different settings than what I had before. Blue is the brand owned by Logitech. Yeti is the model. Thank you, Oliver. I used to have a limiter by itself, but the settings that I was seeing, the people were using a compressor as a limiter. So totally different settings. And then I made the regular compressor. So if you want screenshots of that, boom, there you go. And this is good for me to show this off. So I am not, I mean, everyone's saying it sounds good, so I don't think I'm gonna make any changes. If anybody was having any issues, as I said, the only thing that I don't like, but I don't think I can actually take care of it. Oliver says, leave it alone. Okay. Oh, I was looking at a road. We're done with the mic talk, I guess. Oliver says, leave it alone, so I'm leaving it alone. I don't know if it'd do any good to like get some soundproofing up here. I really don't know if it would help. I don't know. There's just a little bit of reverb. It's just the tiny reverb. Okay, Mafu. Don't worry about it. It's a way more powerful mic than what I'm used to, for sure. Oh, one thing I wanted to check. Hold on. Okay, I've got my fan on, and it doesn't look like it's picking up anything. What is it picking up? Not hearing the fan. Okay, cool. This is bothering me though. Okay, I'll have to fix that later. Just hang stuff on them. Lady Jane, hello. No reverb for me on my fancy desk speakers. Best sound there is. Thank you. Hang stuff on them, even if it's not sound deadening. The issue is it's a stone wall with like wallpaper. By the way, hello Lady Jane, great to see you. With like wallpaper on it. But I can't attach anything specifically to the wall. So I'd have to figure out something. Bring cushions and a rug in, that works. Got wood. I could lay down and have a nap, have a lay-in, or even a quilt. Will you make me one? Just use a blanket and duct tape. I am American, Stian, but I'm not that American. All right, everybody. Everyone knows, let's talk about Max. Only if you can wait 20 years. Is it just me or does it sound slightly out of sync? Ooh, I've never had that issue. Maybe try to refresh? I don't know. You can change decor with the season. All right, Max. For everybody that knows, I ended up, I had a Max session in Munich, and while we were watching the keynote, we went to a theater, and it's synced here in America. It's in-synced. No sync problem that I can see. Okay, whew, thank you. You had me worried there. We got some merch. So we got a tote bag, Max. It's keen out. That's a green palm tree. It's keen out. That's pretty funny. And then of course, Max. So it's a very nice tote bag, if I do say so myself. I like it. And by the way, these are all going to be giveaways, or this is going to be one big giveaway for the Motion and Art Creative Challenge. Community Challenge. Okay, so what comes in the tote bag, you may ask? You had palm trees in your booth at Max. Okay, so first off, this is gonna key out because they're green, but we have stickers. So we've got a sticker pack that's going to be given away. I love design. What do they say? Always be curious, keep going, design adventurers, ideas for days, keep daydreaming, and I love design. And these are all made by our friend Liz. I don't know if you can see that, probably not, but Liz Mosley. So awesome. We've got stickers from Liz. We have a coaster that I grabbed. I'm like, I'm gonna put this in the bag. So I grabbed a coaster. So we have a Max coaster. Then Robert made a bingo card for the watch party. So this is the Max Watch Party bingo card. And it says, take a selfie with an evangelist and post it to one of your socials. Adobe Express, resize for multiple social channels. Photoshop, okay, I'm not going to read all these. Chat with someone who you follow online but haven't connected with in person before. Share your favorite Max keynote highlight with another creator on Instagram. Go take a picture at the photo booth with 2 other creators. I did that. Guilty. And then from Michael Fugoso, we have, some of you may recognize this, we have Michael's Planet Series poster. That is all going to be part of the giveaway. Oh, wait. But wait, there's more. Wait, this is the wrong bag. This is my bag. This isn't your bag. Oh. Okay. There's more. I'll be right back. Okay. Now I've shown these before, so I don't know, I got an extra pack, so I'll be sending these. And you know what? I should make sure they're the same thing. Okay, now I've got the right bag. See, it still has the tag on it. That way you know it's new. Okay. Come on. There you are. It's a big bag. Okay, I don't know if these are going to be the same, so that's why I wanted to make sure that I'm showing you the proper stuff. So we've got the return label, the Adobe community team. We've got all of, hi Jack. We've got the Adobe stuff on the back. And we have, yep, these are the same. These are cool cards. We've got some cool cards here. Gonna go through these just really quick. This is the Adobe Community Feature Postcard Series. So, some very cool stuff. This is Volume 2. I'm finally watching Adobe MAX live, Jack is saying. Did you all see me in the community booth talking to Howard? Jack, I have to be honest. The only thing that I have seen is the inspirational, the keynote, and the sneaks. That is all that I have had time for. Okay, so all of that stuff is going to be for the second place. Kirsty, hello. That's going to be the second place prize in the Adobe, in the Motion in Art Community Challenge. So one person's going to get a tote with all that stuff, all the merch. You're going to get a bunch of Adobe merch, and the winner will get a 12-month subscription to the Creative Cloud. Okay. Jack, you weren't gonna stream, were you? The only person... Well, I think Scott may be starting soon. And then at Umacorn is in like an hour and 15 minutes. Jack says nope. Okay, good. So, oh, I'm so congested today. I hope you feel better, Jack. I know I said this before. I got so sick. I need to go here. I got so sick when I was at Max. So sick. All right. So we have a choice today, people. We can continue working on our Amazon, our little motion character. Or we can talk about Max and updates. Totally up to you. Whatever it is that you all want to talk about, we can. I do. Oliver says Amazon. Have you not seen this? I'm pretty proud of this. This is coming along. Let's jump in here. Let's turn on our sketch. Zoom out a bit. Oh, I keep calling it emo. Self-delivering boxes. There's a lot about now. We're all mixing randomly. My husband has picked up something every week, it seems like. So, yeah, I'm happy with that. For those of you that may have been here, I started with more of a square box, didn't like it. Ended up going to just more of a fun, rounded kind of feel to it. So yeah, that's kind of where we are at. I'm going to continue working on the character, but then the second one is actually going to be a football being kicked, and the character is going to be like, ah! And the funny thing is, on YouTube, I came across this thumbnail, and I'm like, okay, I need reference, so that's going to be helpful. I have reference for a kicked football. Rick, what is Rick saying? I caught COVID at Max last year. I think I escaped the bug this year. Paul Tranning was pretty sick though. Oh no. I tested. So the final day of Max last year, and I'm really stunned I didn't get COVID. If you got COVID, Rick, because I was with you a lot, I'm pretty surprised. A few people have gotten it on social that sucks. So that I'm surprised I didn't get, but on the last day of Max, I finished up my session and I was fine. Well, I wasn't fine, but I was fine. I got back to my hotel. I went straight back to my hotel to rest up before I wanted to do anything, in case I wanted to do anything that night, party with anybody. And I rested a little bit, and by the time that I got up out of bed, I was done. It was, yeah, I was hurting. So, okay, nobody is saying if you want to talk about any updates. Any updates from Max? Anything anybody want to see? If not, we're just going to continue on this. I think we're going to be doing a little bit of some half-tone shadowing, maybe an arrow. I want to turn off the sketch for right now. I think maybe it's all still sinking in. I get that, Jane. I get that. Project concepts looked awesome. Can't wait to get my hands on it. Which one? Lightroom Classic upgraded my catalog without renaming. Its best update ever. What? There was, yes. I had 8 app updates during Max. It took a while. It took a while during Mac. It took a while to install them all from my hotel room. Roland, hello. Thanks, Roland. It's the second one I've ever done in my life. It's part of the community challenge that I'm putting on motion and art. Yeah, so the sneaks. So I started writing them down, actually. Oh, by the way, Rick, I had to do the same thing. So I drove to Munich. Took me like 5 hours to drive to Munich. Got to Munich. I checked into my hotel room. I hooked up my laptop, and I just started the updates and left for the keynote. So, okay, what? All right. So the clean machine, the first one. Love the pun on the packaging. Yeah, I didn't want to go full blown against Amazon, even though I stole its logo, its name, its Prime. Thank you, Kirsty. I hope you have a great Sunday. Hope to see you soon. Clean Machine, taking care of flashes in video. That was pretty impressive. The remix a lot. Somebody in chat made the comment about it feeling like Express, and I have to say yes. Project in Motion. I don't even remember what these are. One second, everyone. Okay, I don't know how loud this is going to be. It may not be. Let me turn that off. Okay. Let's talk about the sneaks. What do you all say? If it'll load. If it will load. Okay. It's not very fast. Can we? Oh, you can watch the individual sneaks. Sneaks. I thought this was pretty impressive. This was the Clean Machine. And I thought this was pretty good. I liked that. I don't know. Well, I mean, it's pretty impressive. Okay. You should have chapters. We can probably skip. This was impressive that somebody walked in front. We can probably skip the remix a lot. Roland is so right. Roland saying turntable was mind-blowing here in the Philippines, and most anti-AI was left speechless. Hi, Mel. Welcome in. Good to see you. Yeah, turntable, I think for me, turntable would be the funnest. That was amazing. You know, I would love to use turntable on this guy. If there's a chance to demo that, I would show that off. Remix a lot. This was pretty cool. I don't know why I can't remember what the project in motion was. I'm gonna feel really bad. Jane says, I'd like to use turntable on the avatar I've drawn of me. Hopefully it becomes reality. Yeah. Kelsey did a great job as a host. Yep. Rick, I'm not going to read that, but you're right. You got to remember, though, we had Shaq. We had, you know, Shaq was amazing. Chris, I was going to say Chris Rock, not Chris Rock. Chris. Drawing a blank. Even last year, I can't remember that actor's name. He was good. Okay. Animation with references. Would solve every time a client asks, can we see it turn slightly? Oof. Oof. Adam Devine. Well, that was Adam. Okay, Adam Devine was last year. 3 years ago was Chris. Oh my goodness. Shaq was the best. Shaq was the best that I can remember in a while. Okay, this is the In Motion, Project In Motion. Rick says, I don't remember Shaq. Shaq was 2 years ago. Yes, 2 years ago. He kept trying to get everybody to take their shirt off. If anybody came out and they were like overdressed. Okay, this was impressive. This feels like Animate. This feels like Adobe Animate into Premiere, into After Effects. I don't know where you would put it. But that's what it feels like to me. Like, you can do this type of stuff in Adobe Animate. Not to this extent, obviously. So, or they wouldn't be doing it. But yeah, this was pretty impressive. Devlin, and I have to agree, but Max was going to be in Tokyo next year. They are having an Adobe MAX, I think it's in February in Tokyo. Now, you have to remember, Stian, after COVID, now before, I don't want to misspeak because I don't know this to be true, is I don't know if they did like Adobe MAX throughout the world. Next year is in LA again. Yep, back to LA. But they are doing it's like they did Adobe MAX London. And that happened to be they did Adobe MAX London. They're doing Adobe MAX, you know, all over the place. So there was just one Max pre-pandemic. All right. And I know for a fact that during the pandemic, Adobe was really trying to push for in-person events. And they worked for like a year to try to get more in-person events. Alex, hello. Jack says they need more events. Max was so many people this year. How many people, Jack? I wouldn't doubt it if they did an Oslo Max. That would be awesome. I would love to go to that. Oh my God, 15K. Whoa. I had no idea. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Now I know why they were talking about it being the largest ever. That's too many. Oh. 15,000 people. Last year, I think there was supposed to be 8 and it ended up being like 10. And I thought that was a lot. Whoa. Whoa. That is nuts. They ended up filling the overflow rooms for sneaks. Jeez. Well, I know, like, okay, so the first Max after COVID, I think that had 5,000. And then the second one, the one I went to, was supposed to be 8, ended up being 10. Wow. Wow. Anybody who went to Max, good on you. I am very happy for you. I am so freaking happy that I went to Munich. Last year was around 10 and this year was around 15, and yes, overflow rooms. Wow. I saw my sneak at my hotel. Jeez, Alex. We had maybe 30 people at the keynote. We did, we watched the keynote at a theater. A beautiful theater. Looked like the Munich stream was really well received. It was. We got big numbers, Stuart. 30,000 views. I had a blast. So we watched the keynote in this theater that looked like an old library. And then with about 30 people, it held like 60. Then we did a Q&A session. Then we went from there, we went to dinner. And then the next day we got up, we did, showed up at Adobe around 10:30. All morning working on my presentation. We took care of the sound checks, all the tech work that we needed to do. Then the stream started, hung out in the green rooms, watching, waiting for our turn. Then we finished up. 30 people would be more my size. Yeah, then we finished up. We went to dinner at another restaurant that night with about 10 of us. Everybody you saw on the streams. And then I drove home. Oh, I can say this now. Oh, I'm just gonna let the sneaks go. For those of you, okay. I did my first ad for Adobe. Photography workflow. I always talk about removing distractions. I guess Adobe. Okay, hold on. He's been listening. This is the best sneaks batch in recent year, all so useful and workflow oriented. Yep. Click on the remove tool. Next, click find distractions. Select people. And boom. I got a sneak peek
And
from
Stuart,
Adobe
and
on the
Bruce.
new distraction removal within the remove tool. I can't wait to try it out. This is so easy. Make sure to give the remove tool with distraction removal a try. In my photography workflow,
Okay, so we're gonna let this play while I talk. So how can I'm gonna tell you the story. We're gonna do a story time, people. So last big updates. Oh yeah, I voiced it too, Stuart. Is this Firefly or Sensei? What's that? What we're looking at now? This is Project Supersonic. So it was Tim asked me to come and do an Adobe Live, and I was supposed to show off a bunch of features that were to be released. And in turn, I mean, these were like super secret stuff. And in turn, I was not part of the private beta, so I had to get the private beta. I had to do all this. And to learn about it, I joined in a meeting with Adobe that was all about these ads. And I'm like, what the heck is this? I have no idea what this is. You know, the top people, I could give you all the names of all the top people from Adobe, but there were like 150 people in this meeting and everybody was there. And it was like, whoa, I have no idea what's happening here. So I get done with the meeting and I'm like, Tim, am I supposed to be doing something? And he's like, nah, don't worry about it. Just worry about your Adobe Live. And I'm like, okay, cool. So I'm in Oregon. All I have is my phone. And I get an email about another one of these meetings. So in my mind, I'm thinking, oh, okay, it's just making sure that I'm up to date so I can actually talk about some of these new features when they're released at Max. Cool, no problem. No, I got a project manager who would start sending me messages. I had to get my concept in within like 2 days. Then I had 2 days from the time I flew from Oregon back here to Germany to get in my first draft of the ad. Then it had to go through an approval process. And then once I got final approval, then I had to keep everything secret. I couldn't show anything. I couldn't talk about it. I had to schedule everything to be released on the keynote date at this specific time. And I had no idea what I'm doing. Shawn getting shoehorned into a corporate marketing world. Yes, because I just did it. And so I get done. I had, not many questions. I just did it. So while I'm in Munich, I get an email saying, thank you for participating in this project. Please send your invoice to your project manager. And the project manager, I happened to meet at Adobe in Munich. So I went up to them and I said, I got the email about the invoice. And they're like, yeah, just send an invoice for what we discussed. And I'm like, we never discussed anything. I have no idea. I don't have a contract. I don't have an invoice. I've got nothing. I don't know what I'm supposed to charge for this. And they were like, what do you normally charge? And I said, I normally don't do this. So they're like, well, what do you want to charge? And I said, well, I've heard of these stupid numbers, crazy numbers. and $1 million an hour. $1 million. I've heard some crazy numbers for these, 1 minute videos. And I'm like, no, I am not going to put in an invoice for these crazy numbers. They'll either deny it, they will laugh at me and never let me do another job. I don't want to be this person. So I talked to the project manager. She was wonderful, really helped me out, and I was able to make an invoice and send it in to get paid. Then I started talking to some of the people. Now, for me, I am totally happy with what I got paid. It was great. I'm happy. I bet they thought you was cheap as chips. Well, maybe, but I deserve to be, Stuart. Because here's the thing. I got talking with people. I would call them friends now. Talking with them about this, and I'm not going to say who it is. A few people on this trip, and I gave them these stupid numbers, and they're like, "Oh yeah, that's what I get." I'm like, "Oh," and they're like, "Yeah, The thing is, it's all about what your reach is. If you get, and they actually even showed me, if you get something that gets, 1 million views, if you've got a huge amount of following, and when you post something like this, it skyrockets. And it's also it's linked to Adobe. There's a whole thing there. If you do have a huge following, those numbers are real. I don't have a huge following in social media. I don't have that. So the idea of what I got paid, I'm totally happy with. So it was a huge learning curve for me to kind of talk with these people that were saying, okay, if you have that, hey, Kevin, if you've got that reach, if you've got that whole spread, you can charge those stupid numbers. And if anybody does this and you want to know what stupid is, we can always chat privately. It's just, I'm not going to make numbers public here. Do more, build on it, then you can get the feels on what they expected and get your value up. Yes, so you can become an influencer. Jane, thank you for the congratulations. I was happy. Technically, I don't know if it counts for doing Adobe Lives as being my first gig with Adobe, or is this my first gig with Adobe? I don't know. And your private messages go ding, ding, ding. Maybe. And think that is where you should or could head. We're all behind you. I should probably talk to these people. Shawn is already an influencer. I hate that term, Mel. And I hope you should know that. I hate that term. I hate that term. The reason I hate that term is, to me, it sounds as if I am influencing you, which I am not. My community is smart enough that they are not sheep. They have brains of themselves. So yes, I learned from you as much as maybe not as much as you learned from me, but it's a two-way street here. So influencer, I am not. Too bad you are one now. Come on, Oliver, why do you have to be so mean? Roland says, let's chat. So let's call you something else that means the same thing. Choose your word, reinvent it. Mafu is not a sheep. No, you are. No, I mean, no, you're not. Mafu, sorry. No, you're not. I'm just reading chat. Influencer is really just another vision of opinion leader theory. Oh. But you inspire people to do more, create more, and be part of something big. But I am going to say no. Okay. I can sit here and have all these product placements. Adobe, use Adobe. And we can, I can have stuff in the background. Adobe. And if you ended up using another program, like some people do within the community, I'm not going to hold it against you. I'm not going to say, no, it has to be Adobe. So, hey, Daryl, I don't get paid by Adobe. Companies, if they want to pay me, they can. But I don't get paid. Like, the only thing that I have, a handful of subscribers. And that's it. So, yeah. Sponsored by Dunkin' Donuts. Ugh. I think you just woke up, Jack. All right. But, why are you picking like the two worst things? The two worst things, Bud Light and Dunkin' Donuts. Jack is burnt. Hello. Okay, Project Scenic. This was pretty cool. What do you all think of what's going on today? Daryl, today is actually a mic test day. Check one. And we're talking about Max. We're talking about the new giveaway for the community expert or community, the community challenge that I'm doing. That's it. Jadden, hello. I didn't really get how this one was different to Firefly. I've been doing product evangelism here since 2005. I am internal unpaid Adobe and you are Roland, but you do a lot of work. The difference here, Oliver. Okay. Here's my thought on this sneak is, first off, you can move these 3D objects around. I believe you can, can't you? Now he's prompting, you can get a different view, you can move everything around, you can get your color. So I guess, what you're kind of doing is creating, let me think here. This is like an advanced version of, oh my gosh, I'm gonna get fired. It's text to 3D model more than text to image. Yeah. Substance Viewer. This is like Substance Viewer on steroids. Roland is asking, have you tried Substance 3D Viewer, then generative stuff? not featured, but so sweet. Rollin'. Oh my goodness. Rollin'. I am stunned. I am stunned and hurt. Stunned and hurt. Okay. Here we go. We have a MAX session right there with who other than myself. Okay, hold on. We're gonna get ads probably. Yeah, we get ads. Oh. Okay. And let's let it apply, and boom, we've got a terracotta fountain.
Okay.
Now, Substance 3D viewer.
Want to actually make it a little darker.
Oh, I should come back and read chat.
Instead of milk chocolate, we
so yeah, chocolate. This is
It's kind of looking like
each to their own.
We did
that's true. Or white chocolate.
Yeah,
true.
Let's mute that. That's a good point there, Stuart. We played with that. Then I opened up Matt. I was gonna play with Matt, but we decided to get into text to 3D, so we created a rainbow unicorn, because why not? And then we did text to image, or model to image, 3D model to image. And we ended up with, now here we go. Okay, I gotta let you know this because this is nuts and this has to be a bug and I need to dive more into this. If you download this, and I came up here and I hit export image and I'm like, I wanna save this. Daryl, thank you so much. And I wanted to save this. When I downloaded it onto my laptop, it was that. It was not the image of what I generated. That blew me away. So either I did something wrong, and thankfully, I didn't show it live. I still could, but it's on my laptop. But I thought that was really weird. The Substance 3D team at Max did a great demo of 3D Viewer. I encourage you to test a lot. Yeah. Oh, we're allowed to talk about this now. This update really slipped under the radar. Jack, I was, and I believe this is true, I think I was the person to premiere on Adobe, on Max, at Max, Substance 3D Viewer. It wasn't part of the keynote. It wasn't part of anything. I'm like, okay, Tim, this is what I'm doing. This, and this. Are all those being released? His response was like, yeah, okay. I'm still on day 1 Max streams, haven't made it to day 2 yet. So I think I did a premiere on this here for Substance 3D Viewer. That made me happy. So, okay. I also did a unicorn text to image. Well, I was thinking about doing a unicorn, and then I asked chat what to generate, and they said unicorn, some other things, and then a rocket. So I added the rainbow, but it was chat's idea. Rainbox unicorn. All right. Let's see here. General hello there. This feels like this was some of these sneaks seem so close to release. Like this one here, what was this called? It's Project Harmonization, I think. I don't know. This feels like the harmonization that's in the neural filters already. So it's kind of, it's not changing the image to like fit perspective. You know, all it's doing is doing the exact same thing that the harmonize filter does within Photoshop right now. Now it does an amazing job. So, you know, I'm not taking anything away from it, but that's what it feels like to me. It feels like really close to being there. Talking about Max. There's Paul. Okay, let's move this together. Move this on. Okay, now Devlin, I can't remember where we were talking about, maybe Umacorn's stream. This is impressive. The content authenticity. I've signed up. I don't know anything about it, but there's a way to sign up for a beta app. Or it might be on the web. I don't know. I'm trying to remember and I don't. But this is good, but I have to agree with Devlin, you know, it's not sexy. Like it's very good. It's not sexy, by the way. Hold on. Oh. Hold on. I can do the same thing. I can hold up the poster. Okay. Now we only have 2 posters. Well, I know it's not active yet. I haven't received that it's okay. But I've signed up for it. Yes, Jack is saying it needs to be applied in all the apps. It does. Okay. And this is what we've all been waiting for. Project Turntable. And I've got to say, to me, this is the best. But also, Jack, you have to remember, I screamed. I bet you did, Jack. I would not doubt it. I was just a gasp. Like my mind was going like, oh, this is so wonderful. Like Stuart, this has to happen. This is one of those things that feels like it's so close because here's the impression I get when you're watching these sneaks and they come out and they're doing something on some program you've never seen and you're like, oh, okay. And they're like, it could come. This is sneaks, not guaranteed. And you're like, okay, there's a chance, maybe, yeah. But then when you see them doing something like harmonization within Photoshop, then you're like, okay. They're working in Illustrator. They're working in 2024 Illustrator. Now, that's making me go, okay, this is close. This is close. That's the way it feels to me. Do I know it? No. Have I seen it? No. It's a trap. It could be a trap, General. I mean, that's the disclosure of the sneaks, that there's no guarantee that anything that we saw on the sneaks that we're gonna see live. No guarantee. I had to redo characters because the scene changed. It will save so much time to tweak it. I agree. When I saw when they did the fry guy, I was like, ooh, I could see an animation coming with this. This would change everything in the world of illustration. Yeah. I have to admit that the most impressive was the dragon and also the horse. Because it's one of those things like, okay, if you're using AI, it has to know like what it's supposed to be, what the body, if you're drawing a flat dragon, like what it would be. It would help those of us who can only draw characters in one pose, like me. Yeah, or me. Now, this is where I'm like, okay, this is impressive. Now, of course, AI knows that horses have 4 legs. Oh, I totally did an ooh at that one when they did the horse. Daryl, that's exactly what I was thinking for T-posing. T-posing, like, total character animator. Given AI's history with limb numbers, I found the horse only having 4 legs quite impressive. Ditto. Ditto. So good. That update views. That is good. That is just good. Did you wait. I saw something. Hold on. Back up 10 seconds. Okay. So, we have a hole within the dragon. Right there, there's a hole. So this is, as of right now, and it's not out yet, it's not even in beta, but anybody who has generated anything in Adobe Express in Illustrator, I am very sorry for that. Let's jump over here. Let's go ahead and let's grab, I don't think anything's on that layer, so let's grab that. Let's just make a long box. There we go. Let's go up there it is. Generate, let's do a dragon napping. Yes, of course, I agree. Yep. Okay. There is a conversation that will happen about how many generation credits all this AI takes